collection of stories meant to warm the heart. Here you will find tales where magic, hope, and small miracles intertwine with Christmas, winter, and when begins. Each story carries a special message. One that embarrasses you, wise you, and reminds you that even on the coldest day, you're always a reason to smile, with ready to listen to feel, and let magic begin. In a place where magic hides among snowy mountains, there is a story about a boy, a sleigh, and the search for something greater than snow. Hope. The sleigh that found Christmas. In the small town of Aurora, where Christmas light shone like shooting stars, lived a young boy named Mateo. Mateo was no ordinary child. His hair beat the rain of sleigh bells, and his dreams were filled with snow landscapes. Every Christmas, Mateo eagerly awaited the moment to take out his unwanted sleigh and hear died from his grandfather. This year, however, the snow was light in arriving. The days passed, and the town remained covered by a green and brown mantle, far from the white Christmas that everyone longed for. Mateo was heartbroken. With the snow, there will be no sleigh ride, no later show in the valley, nor magic that made Christmas in Aurora so special. One night, Mateo had a dream, and his grandfather told him, "Snow doesn't hoods fall from the sky, Mateo. Sometimes you have to look for it what you hear." I will wake up, Mateo felt a spark of hope. He decided to embark on the adventure in search of the snow. Mateo followed the outside pace and began his ascent. The road was steep and rocky, but Mateo did not give up. Finally, he reached the summit. And there it was, a blanket for bright white snow covered the summit of Crystal Mountain. Mateo felt immense joy, but he knew that the snow had reached Aurora. Then he had an idea. With the help of the forest animals, Mateo followed his sleigh with the snow and began the descent. It was not easy, but Mateo's determination was stronger than any obstacle. Upon arriving in the town, the people greeted him with amazement and joy. Together they spread the snow through the streets and squares. Although it was not enough to cover the entire town, it was enough to ignite the Christmas spirit. The children began to play, the adults laughed and sang, and Aurora shone again with the magic of Christmas. Mateo learned that the true magic of Christmas is not the snow, but in the love and joy that we share with others. And although the snow did not cover the entire town, the word of Christmas filled every heart, making that Christmas one of the most special in the story of Aurora. Some objects shine because they sparkle, others because of the secrets they gave. On an ordinary Christmas tree, a blue ornament waited for someone to uncover its mystery. It was a cold December night in the small luminary. Lights twinkled in every window, and the aroma of freshly baked cookies filled the air. In a house on the end of Main Street lived Clara, an 8-year-old girl who loved Christmas more than any other time of the year. That night, Clara was helping her grandmother decorate the tree through red, gold, and silver ornaments, but one special caught her attention: a small ring blue ornament with a silver thread so fine and simulated of light. Grandma, where did this ornament come from? Clara asked, holding it carefully. Ah, that one is special, her grandmother replied with a mysterious smile. They sighted inside the ornament lives of which that was never fully. Intrigued, Clara placed it on the east branch of the tree. That night, while everyone was asleep, the ornament began to glow softly. Suddenly, a thin spark of light came out of it, floated in the air, and took shape. It was a small Christmas spirit with wings like snowflakes. Thank you for waking me, Clara, it said in a soft voice. I've been waiting for someone with a pure hair to help me fully one last wish. Clara, a minute later, Cloud barely speak. The spirit explained that many years ago, a child had wished for their family to be reunited Christmas. But before that happened, they moved away and the ornament was forgotten. Moved, Clara decided to help. The next day, together with her grandmother, she searched for the family address. After some searching, they discovered that the family now lived in the nearby town. Without questions, Clara and her grandmother wrote a letter inviting them to spend Christmas Eve in luminary. When Christmas Eve arrived, snow began to fall softly across the town, covering luminary in a magical glow. Clara waited anxiously by the window, hoping the family had received the letter. Then, just as the sun set, there was a knock at the door. Clara opened it and gasped. The family stood through, smiling, emotional, and holding a small box wrapped in blue paper. Weeks later, the mother said slowly, "Thank you. We're no one remembered us anymore." Clara invited them inside and her grandmother welcomed them with warm hugs and freshly baked cookies. As they gathered around the Christmas tree, the blue ornament began to glow once again. The tiny Christmas spirit appeared and whispered, "The wish has finally been fulfilled." With a final shimmer of golden light, the spirit vanished, leaving behind a warm glow that filled the empty room. Clara looked at the reunited family and felt her hair shine brighter than the ornament itself. From that Christmas on, she'd keep the blue ornament at the top of the tree, no glowing slowly, not with an unanswered wish, but with a fulfilled one. In Santa's stable lived a small reindeer who believed he had nothing special, but within every humble heart a miracle waits to be awakened.
Story 3. The reindeer that didn't shine. In a small snow-covered stoplight and reindeer named Brisna. Liquid say water reindeer one sant. Sling Brisna. Dini. Had a small nose or great train to flim through storms. He was the male of the group, and his legs seemed too fragile to support the weight of the Christmas fling. Wearing Nike, guilty water reindeer practice with Santa Brisna watched from the corner, dreaming of one day being part of the Red Junior on December 24. But ever new linkage at him at Lee, your can't flim that night. Don't roll, say, you don't even know how to make tours in the higher comet aided low green one night will ever your was asleep Brisna. Read a strange whisper among the trees in the forest. It was the north wind and woolen whistled walls that had goosed Santa from centuries. Little reindeer Joe, do need to shine to be special. Say the wind, Joe, just have to find your one grief. Intrigued, Brisna went from a walk into the snow. Suddenly, we saw a group of lost elves would had fallen from their shivers with cold Brisna without thinking approached and covered him with his voice, giving him what handwriting. When Santa arrived looking from him at the one he was sprinting to see breeze, keeping the Elvis ship what a Christmas spirit, exclaimed Santa. Smiled no, I hear from some illuminate with how what the Christmas breeze nothing pumps the sleigh in front, but he was the one with from bell, taking care of the young reindeer and wrapping the leaves road with this since every December 24 Santa eleven a special play in his stable with a red blanket and glowing bell. The place of the reindeer that didn't shine but made Christmas shine.
Story 4. Hey, here, for eight here. It was Christmas. Heaven in a state smile. The swanny toe of Valverde. Wearing leaves glowing in a verbena window and hay street semi how synagogue and wood smoke. Heading year of Lucia stared out her window, dreaming of a doll she had seen in Mr. Raymond's shop and no white, golden brains and night blue lace dress. But her year had been hard. Her father had lost hip hop, and her mother worked cleaning houses and died. Terry would be no present under the tree, Holy Hope. Street Lucia pleased her ready show braidisy hatred and bedrock and show right. Dear Santa, he bade me good, he lonely, what and don't wait. I blood dress, love Lucia. Thank me while Lucia split her father sat quietly be side tree. He her achieved he hope no mind, but a destroy high he hides and is low. So he wait hope to hate the street, lit a lap have buried to carry. For an enemy please for woe the sharp anti-dome. Sadigi is more painting her edges. How, how seemingly a light blue dress from fabric scrappy. Uh, when in Spanish he placed he do 133 white I know take ready. The best hip aren't to the bow. The hero made white low. And sorry Lucia Granto Hate 39 found a small box wrapped in crossplane paper. She opened in slowly and her eyes feel great there. Year by fully food she brisk perry hurried to Santa came. Her spirit smile and age horrid tail a very full. Terry way no free. High morning want her home wa fight with you. Years later, Lucia striking kind for the road. A very Christmas she placed in her hate tree to remember the night she learned that love is hate residing here of us.
These some drinks can warm the heart. In a small winter coffee, there was a hot chocolate so magical that each sip carried a different wish.
Story 4. A Secret of Fate Hot Chocolate. In cane light corner coffee, a aroma of hot chocolate. Feeling and dairy a very December. It was a very favorite drink, but no one came the secret recipe that made it taste so magical. The wonder Mr. Clara made a very cup with a special ingredient, a each of home hand and rain suffered cover rain drank in. Each person won stacked her chocolate. Feed is so weighted differently. Some remember Dre Chindoho, hombre made spread with I love it. One hand. Some split smile reading book combined with. One night I like here named Luna came into a coffee with Cole's hand and I say is Mr. Clara handed her cup and inside. Drinks it slowly. each seemed how a pleasing of Christmas. Luna drank complete sorority war fear her hair. Housey her brain was Steve Squeak Go but enseigning her Christmas. Benji Townshend and Jane. For Day or Luna visit her cafe every year and Mr. Clara could no longer continue stress spicy delivery to Luna but in her version Luna added one more ingredient and happy memory for and Sunny Joe Loy.
In a pine-covered valley, the first snowfall didn't use mark winter. In Awakened Magic, this is the story of a boy, his grandfather, and a promise carried by snowflakes.
The promise of different snow. Yes, my villains, with arms peaceful, common live a poor named Thomas and his grandfather, my Ernest, every day wins they wallet to jerk from the first Christmas. Is no a month that from they was more than just I think in here it was promised. St. Thomas was like his grandfather told him and volunteered to take by that tree freeze snow of winter carroti. The magic of true wishes didn't pure hearts can hear this song of the show hell wall sang with a winker. But that year was different. My friends had fired him and really set my from Thomas spent his afternoon by the window. Strings at the rise keep hoping to see a one flake came die to win the cold, but snow is came. On Christmas, even Thomas eat his breakfast all later and place it be the round tree, causing his ear. He wished him, please snow. It just what to smell wrap. We smell again. Then a day singly failed to worry myself. Brain instructed against his face and to heal open his everyday's white day. First is one fake thief went from him. Him another until the wall began the tree with. Thomas Rainey said, shouting, with your grandfather is no it the first snow. Miraness rose slowly. One missed car and step once they branched the cold air. Ouch, Miss Face, but Miss were sprung like they had in jars. Look, Thomas, he sighed with a warm slit. It is made nowhere your with. Series Dozer watching things no five covering. They were invisible and lights that made their longer. The snow they falling of this. Before with Miss Grandfather to him. Remember this, Thomas. The snow does bring the magic. It hours with us the next morning. Sunning. Covered the wheel his grandfather had past falling during the night, a gentle smile on his face, and toward Thomas cried. He rendered too that his wish had come through the snow had broke. His grandfather's smile batch one last time from that Christmas one everyday time ten freeze is no fine. Thomas likes the snake lair and looks up at the ski is count his grandfather keeps his promise restaurant with taste no one read me him that magic river yes.
Some helmets feel dim in December, but a single spark of love can bring them back to life. This is a story of a grandmother who believed she'd spend Christmas alone until her family opened the door.
The Christmas dinner of Grandma Elena. Grandma Elena always said that Christmas has to light the light on the tree and the light in the heart. She was 76 years old, but every December she still had a lot of energy. She decorated her house with all ornaments, crystal bells from her mother, and a special tablet she only used on Christmas Eve. But this year the house felt very quiet. One son lived in Tijuana, another worked long hours at the hospital, and her older grandchildren were at university. Elena didn't say it out loud, but she was afraid of being alone on Christmas. Still, she made the Christmas dinner, the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the one punch, the Christmas rice, and the chocolate cake with strawberries. She sang Christmas song softly with the cake. At 6:30, the tablet was ready, but nobody were there. Elena went to the window. The street was calm, with Christmas lights shining, so started to fall slowly. At 7 o'clock, she heard a small noise at the door. The morning noises of footsteps. Suddenly, knock, knock, knock. She opened the door, and her visitors, her whole family was there. Her sons, her daughter in Mulag, and her grandchildren with food, gifts, and snow on the scabbers. Surprise, Mom! Her only son said, "They won't leave her, you're only not today, not ever." Her grandchildren only her all tower. The cat house became full of life again. People laughing, talking, walking around, and put more food on the table. They even added a smile extra table because they house so much. During dinner, they shared their best and hardest moments of the years. Elena listened, louded, and her they hands when so many was sad. When everyone finished eating, they turned off the light and lit candles, the singing with soft, loving voice. Elena looked at her family and felt being was peace. Thanks Joe for coming, she said. This is the best gift. Before sleeping, she wrote in her notebook. Christmas is when a lover returns home. It was singing on every frog.
When a strong prince to celebrate a tradition, it takes the cover of something small to bring the magic back. This is the tale of a young girl who braved the wind so tall bells could ring again.
The silver snow bells. In silver snow, awan covered by mountain and pines always, whither there was tradition passed from generation to generation, the midnight bells. These bells will not normal people say they were maybe a crowd dog loved Christmas so much that he pulled a bit of magic in them. Their sound was so pure that it could calm and sadness. Emma, a 10-year-old girl with bright eyes and a big curiosity and grew up hearing Toy's story, she wanted to see the bells up close to feel the magic. Bells up close to feel the magic in the air and make on wish that her family could be united again like February when her dad stayed living with them. All year long, the town was peaceful, but that December something strange happened. A storm covered the mountain like never before. The snow fell hard, the wind howled like a white wolf, and the stream became dangerous. Don Jacinto, the bell kept wasking the but fragile old man. He was afraid to climb the tower. The steps were easy, and the wind could push him. The weekend summoned to ring the bell. The tradition got lost. On the night of the 24th, Emma sat with her watching what's king Kately. Don't you think the bells will ring this year? Emma aspect in dog no year. The granddad said put Christmas always as spritz. At 11 Emma could wait and in the morning she took her of lunching and work escape and went outside which was making noise. The storm shook her but she kept going. Her boots sand in the snow, her eyes finished with going darts but she did stop. When she reached the bell tower, she watched Don Jacinto sitting on the step defended. "I can go up." He whispered strength for and me legs don't work like before. Emma took the pressure break. "Let's go tower. If we go slow, we can do it." The old man looked and her with surprise that gave hope. They began to climb. The tower with every snow with the hanging lamps moved side to side. The experience felt endless. Alpha with Emma sleepy, but Don Jacinto grabbed her to give up girl. He said the corners in the storm, and the airway slowed the whisk started to climb down the snow to bed a family agree. And bed to family is softly like Christmas, what wake up. A last they reached the top day ski, which was the month before the novelty started. Don Jacinto took the rope. "Ready, Emma? Ready?" The old man pulled with bong. The vine stood to call the tower. The another sound and another. The sound turns the stove, stirring, humming, calming, hearts feeling the need quickly. Family opened their words, grinder ran to parches. Emma and grandmother heard the melody, understood that her granddaughter had been part of them magically. Emma closed her eyes and made with That family no matter, that happens always finish it what book tower. When they went down the tower, the store had disappeared, the skin was killed, and Christmas was too. From that the young people say the silver swan building only have a magic. The Aslo corriente valores of a glimpse traveling in the ever-wonted world looked dark.
In a shop where objects seemed to have the soul, a hat and a scarf dreamed of finding an hour who all chose together. This is a story of two companions made of love and affection.
The hat and the scarf. In a small winter shop located on corner where the wind made the Christmas leaves dance, lived a blue wool hat and handed gray scarf. The shop was warm, always slim of hot chocolate and old wood. But for them something was missing, and owner would choose them to wear. The blue hat had a soft pump that moved every time someone opened the door. It was cheerful, freeing, and always found a way to make the outer accessories loud. In contrast, the red scarf was quieter. It listened to everything, watched everyone, and had stewards that gleamed when a ray of sun touched them. Every night, when the shop closed, they spoke in a low voice. Do you think one day someone will take us together? The hat asked. That will be lovely. The scarf replied. I would like to feel the cold air you stayed with you. I think it will be warmer. And so next after next they share dreams. One day the weather was net snow filling thick layer and the wind whistled between the rooftops. Very early in the morning, the shop door flew open and the girl came in shivering. Her hands were frozen and her eyelashes were full of snow. Her name was Maya. Good morning, she greeted in the trembling voice. She walked to the shelves where to blew a hat was she took in glided and put in one. Her eyes lit up. It fits me perfectly. Then she continued walking and found the red scarf she threw in with both fingers. Amma said that how soft it was. You're beautiful, she whispered. The scarf felt that tickle, as if its wool thread vibrate hit you. The shopkeepers smiled. You can take both. They make it a very special set. And Maya did, as on a shed step would see the hat and the scarf filled for the first time the real coat of winter. But there is also fit something else. The warmth of bent towards where they had always dreamed. That winter day had many adventures. They accompanied Maya to view the snow, to stay in the park, and to visit her grandmother's house, where every year they baked star-shaped cookies. The blue hat keeps Maya's toes warm, while the red scarf brought her voice and her low hair. One afternoon, during a storm, a gust of wind tore the scarf from Maya's neck. It flew toward the air like a lost red ribbon. My scarf, Maya shouted, but her wind was very strong. The hat with all its strength clutched the girl's head, trying to resist the wind. Maya ran after the scarf, which fell into a pile of snow near there. She picked it quickly and hugged it with both hands. I won't lose you, she had trembling. In that moment, the hat and the scarf understood something. They not only took care of each daughter, Maya took care of the dome. Every day, over the years, the girl grew up. She had other quads, other grammars, but she never stopped placing the blue hat and the red scarf together in a special little box. Sometimes she used them on very cold days, other times she simply held them in the hands. And although they aged little, although their tears strange and some fears were thin, they remain inseparable. Because some companions are not made only of wool, they made of memories, warmth, and true affection.
Sometimes we're beginning to narrate with the calendar, but with a conversation, a memory, or a heartfelt embrace. This is a story of a night when everything changed.
The next year changed. On December 31st, the city looked like a world of light, housed with golden windows, streets full of laughter and music coming from different homes. Despite the festive atmosphere, Leah climbed onto the roof looking for silence. She had had a hard year, some friendships had faded. She had made mistakes that still hurt, and there were days she could barely get out of bed. She looked at her hands and wondered whether the new year would be the same or worse. From away, she watched families prepare dinner. Her neighbor's house had balloons. Her aunt was packing suitcases from a travel ritual, and children round around with the big sparkles, but Leah felt an emptiness in her chest. Unexpectedly, her grandfather appeared, climbing the little leader small. I brought you hot chocolate, he said with the voice that always made Fairy feel safe. Leah took the cup and let the stem wear her face. I don't know if I feel like it's celebrate, she admitted. Her grandfather sat beside her and looked at the city from above. I saw that year when I didn't want to celebrate anything. He confessed about a learn something. The year don't change things. You count them in your own time when you hype yourself a chance. Leah shied, I am afraid of failing again. We file chilled. He replied with a soft laugh, but we also learn, even when the thing we don't. The minutes passed, and the night grew colder. Her grandfather took a small notebook from his pocket. This is yours, said, hiding it told her. Leah opened it. It was an old notebook we she had written the arms since she was a child. I want to learn Victor. I want to have a peace picnic with friends. I want to travel, to brag. I want to be happy. Her eyes trembled as she read. I had forgotten this for a long time. You didn't forget it. He asked where you only kept it so you could find it again today. 2 minutes remained until the year ended. The whole city began the talk show with excitement. The fireworks were ready. Close your eyes, Leah. Her grandfather said she did. Think of everything that hurt you and let if it go, not because it will disappear, but because you don't need to carry it alone anymore. A tear ran down her cheek. Nothing of smoothing a smile is something you want for yourself, not a whole dream whose one step you can take tomorrow. Leah to go out of hunting to read it without guilt. You really have it, said her grandfather. The clock began to count down. 10, 9, 8. The heart speed up. 7, 6, 5. The legs rose into the sky. 4, 3, 2, 1. Suddenly, the news exploded in Philadelphia. Opened her eyes and saw the skill of light. She felt a nicking of warmth in the chest, as if there was finally room for something good. Happy New Year, Leah. Her grandfather said, hugging their tickly. Happy New Year and thank you for not leaving me alone. That year wasn't perfect. They were good days and bad days. But Leah no longer walked in fear. She walked with intention. She went to play the guitar, loved with her friends again, and each month she wrote a small achievement in her notebook. When the next December arrived, she climbed to the same roof, looked at the sky, and smiled. She understood that beginnings don't come with the calendar, they come when you decide to open your heart, even if it is a little book.
Thank you for joining me on this journey filled with magic, dreams, and kinder wonders. My taste stories like you hear and remind you to have always found its way. I hope every wish, a smile or word for it is perfect moment to shine. Will our next story, might the magic stay with you. Happy Christmas.